have my screen. We're here. We're here. Okay, I think I remember. And start streaming. Oh, let me manage the
I just started streaming. It says excellent connection, but there's nothing showing up. It says live for a minute. Something's live, but there's nothing on the screen.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. I think I'm there. 8, 5.
It says we've been live for 1:28, but nothing shows.
Do you see anything yet?
Now I see it, but I don't know if it's you or me.
I didn't start anything yet.
Then it's got to be me.
Go to commercial. We're going to commercial.
Oh, we're live?
It says error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I don't know what that means. It says the stream status is poor.
If you get them back into their cave. Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, but we are live. I don't know how well it's coming out.
Hey, we're live. We're live.
I don't see the. There we are now. We're.
That's a big interesting show.
Yeah.
This is all of a sudden everything is just goofy. It's
back on
weird.
track. All right. Yeah.
Let me see. I'm live. Troubleshooting here.
I mean,
one watching. Hey, we are live. I see it. Okay.
Yeah, it's live. I mean, I just don't know what's going on. It says error. There's an error. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming.
We're live.
Yeah, but if it sounds like on the chat, what's the point?
I can't get.
Cool. All right. Well, let's continue then.
Oh no. You know what? I hear it. I hear it very fine. I'm on YouTube. I think everything looks cool, Jimmy. So we're gonna assume we're live.
Right on.
And we're gonna take it from here. All right. Don't worry about it. So yeah, banks are weird.
That's what it was.
Banks are not cool sometimes. But don't listen to us.
Unspecified names of banks.
We don't know what banks that you bank with, but sometimes they're not nice. And sometimes your money just disappears from these not nice banks.
Yeah. So in our little world this week, we made some pretty good progress.
What did we do?
We got about 5 more characters who are interested in becoming part of this experience that is with them front lines. We started to punch out some trailer videos and some character images and some of the dev kind of stuff on multiple channels, from Twitch TV to Twitter to YouTube to all kind of stuff. So be on the lookout for it. We'll be live with our Indiegogo campaign on the 27th of March. So please come on, check out our website, bounce over, and if you feel like you want to be part of this journey, jump in. It's gonna be pretty cool, man. We think there's a lot of support out there in the veteran community. We're hoping for support from the veteran community and everybody else out there who loves good games. It's amazing what the software has allowed us to do so far. And Real Illusion is just like killer software, man. It's real good. And the fact of the matter is, it's I think it's as good a game as a lot of them in the market so far. We just need a little more juice, do some more dip.
More juice, do some more. Oh, dip. You mean like dip? Ay, vey.
Pun intended.
Yeah, so I guess that's what happens when things happen with your PC. PCs are not nice too, especially James's. Jimmy's. Oh man.
Technical stuff happens to everybody, even tech companies.
Yes.
Mechanics cards are always broken. Doctors' kids are always sick. That's just the way it goes, man.
It's the way it goes. So
Then you get spun.
Right.
So Armando, I don't think that's you streaming because you don't have the marquee widget at the bottom.
I don't. Oh, okay. So that is you. Okay.
So yeah.
Marquee widget.
Widget.
Widgets. Because I thought I saw my.
What's a
mouse.
widget?
Okay.
You're awfully quiet, Eric. What you up to, man?
Man, I'm just listening, man. I was actually
Contemplated?
looking forward to Sean's explanation on all the craziness in the world of finance this week. But and Armando was gonna, yeah.
Let me tell you everything I know about that. Yeah. Not my own, man. You know, you back out to 20,000 feet and try to see what's going on with some of these things. And like I was saying earlier, it looks a lot like, kind of what FTX looked like, man. And so, nobody is untouchable, I guess is the word that you would put to that. I hate to see it though, man. Unfortunately with big banks like that, it's a bit of a domino effect. It seems like when one of the titans falls, then it's quite a shockwave to the system. So it'll be interesting to see what the responses are from everybody, within the next week, 2 weeks, whatever happens. The markets have been responding not favorably.
In kind.
To markets don't like volatility, man. Some players in the market love volatility, but the markets themselves, I think, don't care for that volatility. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. On the bright side, Bitcoin was up about 3,000 within the last couple days. But again, it's probably a swing trader's dream and a long holder's nightmare. Kind of usually the case. So this week we've also had some pretty high level and interesting meetings. Talked to our cohorts in the medical community, working on another implant for this game that we think is going to be good for veteran mental health. The ability to opt in and provide a data set that will be useful, for potential future therapeutic modalities.
Oh yeah.
For the community that suffers from PTSD. And, we realize fully that it's not just the veteran community. This comes in many shapes and forms, not to mention anxiety and some of the other injuries that you see outside of the veteran population. We're fully aware, man. The first thing we want to do with this thing, though, is we want it to be fun, because we feel like that social interaction that you have with others when you play games allows you to really build out your tribe. And I've said this before to all you guys, but as a former military guy, I kind of feel like when I left from the military, it was you just kind of leave your tribe behind. You lose your tribe.
Sure.
You're really used to that daily interaction. Thank God for you guys, man. You're my tribe now. And so in doing, and kind of building this game and reaching out to our cohort and things, the one thing about the military that if you never served that you don't really clearly understand is, man, you can not talk to a dude for like 5 years or more. And it's like when you finally do get their email address or get their phone number, you call them like, so, and it's like, boom, you never lost a step.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's been one of the neat things about this, is reconnecting with some folks we hadn't talked to in a while.
Yeah,
and just kind of like rekindling some relationships and communicate a little bit better, changing your priorities on how you keep tabs on people, because ultimately that's part of that resiliency strategy that you kind of have to take as a stance with some of those challenges. Is I have to build in structure to support healthy habits, and that's one of those things that you can keep everybody accountable. Some of those healthy habits that we build, and that way we can just be supportive and better friends, and there for somebody in a time of need, maybe.
Yeah, one of those one of our game characters, who was my mentor and a leader in the community growing up, was all about those 5 pillars of resilience, friends being one of those pillars. Um, you never realize it, and unfortunately, the friend pillar is really the last one. It's faith, fitness, finance, friends, and when you start to lose those other pillars, and that's what happens when you retire, man. First thing to go is kind of your fitness, right? Well, depending. Sometimes it's your faith, but as you start working your way down that hierarchy, you always end at friends, dude, and it might be that one phone call, you get from somebody, or better yet, you give somebody. Some of the other social medias, I'll name Facebook by name. I really love Facebook for the fact that it does let you reconnect with those people out there. And right now, there's so many media channels that you can do that in. And sometimes you lose it in the noise.
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, that interaction, I think, is what people who are isolated need the most. And this black box that we enjoy so much in our hand all the time is you can actually talk to a human being via voice on that thing, believe it or not. You can, a phone call. I gotta what I call a 3 text rule. If it takes me more than 3 texts, I just make the phone call, man, because number one, my thumbs are way too fat to type on them little tiny keys.
I share that pain.
And I just enjoy, being able to talk to somebody and see what they're doing, man. Catch up with them, make sure they're okay. It doesn't take much of your time to do that. That part is still kind of free. I think we should enjoy it while we can.
That's well
anyway,
done.
pretty heavy for the Warrior Hour, man. But
it's all right. Some of the stuff really, is a reverent topic, You can't help but pay it the respect that it needs, and this is one of those things. Unfortunately, really not great solutions to the problems that we're kind of like trying to help people along with.
That's really kind of what this game is about, right? It's about a great game that reaches a wide audience, and the why behind reaching that wide audience is so that we can rebuild those relationships.
Right.
These guys have heard me say it 100 times, but you don't really appreciate the relationships that your kids are making. That's good and bad. And I look through the lens of my 16-year-old who's very, very social in the gaming community. He's interacting with people that one, he may or may not know, which is you got to put a little screen on that thing, but hey, that's what you get from parenting, right? Hopefully you taught them right.
Right.
There's pitfalls, but at the end of the day, we think we can reach the audience with this game that is probably the most affected by that mental stress. So
yeah, people consume information differently, and this is just a new medium. Gaming is a medium that the predominance of the block of people that we're trying to help fit within that gaming profile. So it's a logical leap for us to look for this to be one of those potential solutions.
Well, and based on initial market research, we've had really good positive feedback from a lot of different channels, which it's encouraging, for us. Everybody likes to know what you're doing matters in the end. Fun is part of it, though, man. Laughter is the best medicine, in my opinion. I love to laugh. I'm not a real laughy guy all the time, but when I get a chance, boy, I really love it.
Yeah, you do.
So,
you're a funny guy, Sean. You're a really funny guy.
Funny like haha, or funny like
funny like witty.
Was I put here to amuse you?
Look at that. Good job.
Funny like witty.
I thought you meant like
a clown
to the side, funny.
Here to amuse you.
So that's our big focus, man, has really been punching hard on the game, punching hard on the marketing, punching hard on every level. We got a good marketing team, we think, lined up behind us on this one. We're doing some pre-announcement type of marketing prior to going live with the Indiegogo campaign, and that's just a start. We're hoping to get a good raise out of that thing, and then from there, we can accelerate, hopefully accelerate the timeline of the release of the game, make sure it's good, high quality stuff. And then kind of phase 3 of this thing, phase 2, phase 3 of this thing is to be able to put that backside on there to get meaningful data for healthcare providers to to use to provide either therapeutic modalities potentially, or really just kind of figure out what's causing this epidemic that we have in this country of, what leads people to, want to do harm to themselves. That's what we're passionate about, man, because it affects us. It affects us personally, and it has affected us personally. Lucas says all the time, even this year, it's been, two good friends already gone that shouldn't be. And so, yeah.
Part of our charge as decent human beings is to continue to be decent human beings and use our position to help where we can, and we're just trying to change a conversation. Leverage some of these new technologies in different capacities to get different information that may help change some of the opportunities that physicians are using to engage with the affected personnel. With the VA and the DoD. DoD is great at their post-traumatic stress protocols and therapeutic methods, but eventually you separate from the DoD and you're stuck out there trying to figure it out by yourself, and that kind of leaves you out on an island, which you tend to gravitate towards the VA systems. There's some organizational challenges that the VA kind of is presented with being a part of the government. They're not nearly as nimble as some of the other
Commercial entities.
Yeah, I would say clinical entities that provide some of these solutions. So hopefully we can fast forward some of our institutional knowledge to benefit them, and they can use some of the research that we're looking to leverage to build out these sensors a little bit more in depth down the road.
Yeah, and honestly, we've gotten really excited about AI recently.
Yeah,
I think
it's pretty exciting.
You guys been using AI on the daily at all? Have you played around with some of the AI?
Not daily, but we definitely I played around with it. Yeah,
it's impressive.
it's very impressive.
A lot of times it helps you get past, that word storm. For what you're trying to say, you got the basic idea of what it is, but some really interesting stuff that we're starting to use down here at our level, and the next level AI, cognitive change anomaly potentially, or the ability to detect emotional stress and put that data into a set that people can go back and look at based on stressors. And that's kind of what we're looking at, with the game too, man. When you're playing, you get these, I don't know, I'm one of those eyebrow guys, but I see my face on here, and I'm doing this with my eyebrows all the time, like Groucho Marx. But honestly, those are like emotional cues, right? When you start seeing those smile lines or those winces or whatever they are, and evoking that type of emotion from real events, and real people is one of those things that I think we're shooting for as we go along with this. And the ability to do change detection over time may or may not be one of those key data points in helping somebody. But really, it's just get a conversation going.
Yeah, it's one of those. What is that book? The Body Keeps Count. I haven't had the opportunity to read it, but it's been on the list for a minute. Just kind of your physiological response to certain stressors, you can't control it no matter how much you want, so some of that data can be measured in different ways to potentially provide different information on how to solve a problem. So hopefully some of that can change the way people look at things.
Body language.
Yeah.
You guys want to watch the Viking guy make some steel?
Sure, do it.
Send it.
I like when that guy, man. He's tough looking, man. Let's hang out with him.
Forge greatness, this is what you need. Next level marketplace with the NFT. Music, podcasts, movies, and more. Crypto games, take it to the next level for sure. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. To my movie makers and musicians, time to level up. Bring your content, even all my game developers. We got movie streaming, music streaming, so you wanna be in the mix. This ain't no big production company. Over 25,000 or users, yes indeed. Only charging 2.3% sales fee. Own all your music, all your games, own your future. Set your own terms. This is how you do it. You need or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Or system, or system. If you buy the NFT, this is what you're missing. Let's go. Forge greatness. Woo.
Or system. Or you know, we have a new rap, the With Them rap. I don't know if you guys heard
I
that.
have to get a video made for that.
Should
Got a
probably
new
get
one
it.
out there?
There's a new song. It was in the Slack.
How do you feel about doing a rap for that, Jimmy? You handle it?
It's already
Maybe
been
just
rapped.
a bass line.
I
Just a
think we
baseline,
should.
It's already been done. It sounds awesome. Now it just needs a sick video.
I think
You know,
we should
really-
reshoot the other video in the same exact manner, but change the song with one of us doing the.
Oh, system. If you want the
Well,
NFT,
Eric-
this is what
Eric-
you're missing.
Not it.
That's Eric. That's
Eric's
all
camera
Eric.
must be taking a poop on him. Eric.
Man, it's been gremlins tonight. Gremlins.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't meant to be tonight, huh, guys?
Yeah, I guess checked out on it. I think Armando's frozen. Oh, no, he's not.
Oh no,
No, he's probably listening to the song.
yeah,
What, weren't you? The With Them
a
rap?
little bit.
We could probably play it. I don't know. I don't know if Nick would care.
The
Let it rip. Who cares? We'll be all right. If it
Wait,
gets if it gets trumped by YouTube, we'll know that.
Is it our original?
It's
There's
impossible. It's an original.
Exactly.
I think we're live on the site now, right? With our new site out there.
Yep.
Program.
It's in production.
Want to have a little look at it?
Let's take a look. I mean, we haven't really shown anybody much of anything considering this. We've talked about it. We haven't really shown much of anything. Let's get some of that going on here. Let's get that share screen going. Start at the beginning, up the top there. Yeah.
I'll roll this up.
Oh, there you go. Most advanced gaming experience ever.
No fiction, no fantasy, no fakes. Playing
No
in the
fakes.
background there is kind of a primer trailer. Yeah, the idea is, real veterans, obviously. And so that'll happen. We're going to have the multiplayer mode, and we're looking for characters. So if you're a vet out there and you want to be a game character, get in contact with us. And then, we'll pick those compelling stories and folks that want to share their stories with us, and they'll be part of the campaign mode.
Hell yeah. And
We have a playable
what's that
documentary series.
What's that website again?
With them?
.vet or .co.
Okay, so that's WITHTHEM .VET or .co.
Got a couple of high-speed badges here for our Indiegogo supporters. T-shirts, some hats, some real exclusive stuff for the big donors.
Sexy guns.
That's some sexy guns up there. That's one of our characters, Carl.
Carl's
Carl's got a sexy.
hot.
got some
Combat
AAA tech
Carl.
here.
Carl's
And
hot.
Re-Illusion. Yeah, Hot Carl.
Hot Carl.
We're gonna have to dub him Hot Carl. He'll love
That's
it.
right.
He will love it.
No, he won't love it.
And so something new for us this time is your ability to kind of, build your own game rooms, right? If you want to go into some play, et cetera, coordinate that here on the website.
Lots
And
of
they're
lessons learned from OP and its limited distribution. So we try to
absolutely.
incorporate all of everything we learned into the new opportunity, new game project.
These three studs right here are our first characters, and so this gentleman here on the left, for our military special operations audience, you'll know him quite well. Rick Lamb, the Bull Simons Award winner. You got Carl here from the Tactical Rifleman on YouTube. Carl is a retired sergeant major from 5th Special Forces Group. He's a badass. Then you got Brian Halstead here. He's a retired warrant officer from 3rd Group. He's in his younger days there as a young ranger. Looks like he's taking down a linear target. Here's our medical professionals out there on the left coast.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Trent is one of the
Been on the show.
Dr.
Smart
Trent.
cat.
Yep, you remember Dr. Trent. He's kind of our box. Yeah, and that's it. Here's the team match coordination. This is kind of where we're talking about, building out your tribe. This gentleman here you might recognize as our CEO.
Oh, Sarge.
Oh, Sarge.
No, Sarge. Lucas.
That's not me.
Lucas will have to show the pictures of his character too. Those are pretty badass too.
Yeah,
You
they
can
are
show
pretty
your
sweet.
show your everybody show all the pictures. They look good.
Yeah, can't we? Yeah.
I mean, we
Awesome.
showed some
I try and
last time.
tweet a little bit about it every now and then. We see what I got in here.
There's some cool ones, and with them, slack.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you only try to pick. But yeah, it's gonna come out good, man. You guys, your characters, you and Sean look amazing. Everybody looks like 15, 20 years younger, but that's cool. That's what you're going for, right? You want your. But if you're gonna make a character, you want it to be your best self when you were your youngest, and your fucking firmest and biggest and buffest and whatever, And
That's when you're taking part in that experience,
hell yeah.
That's awesome.
That's the beauty of being a dev, right?
Dad bod.
Yeah.
You get to kind of decide how you want to portray yourself to the world, but
Oh, shit.
yeah, some of the dev images, and it's funny, you can really tell the difference in the first generation dev as we were going through these, and the characters as they evolved over a very short period of time using Real Illusion. It's just phenomenal how detailed some of these images come out, man.
It really is.
And Nick is real good at capturing the mannerisms. It's, I don't know, uncanny, really.
Can't wait to see the Sean eyebrow movements that we were talking about here.
Oh. Head bob. That sounds well.
Yeah, he does. He put a head bob in there, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool, that's me.
Some of the details, what we're going for, I like. It's neat. You get to talk to my son about it, about like what he appreciates about games and things like that. So it's fun to listen to what he finds to be important in games and interesting. So it just opened up a real neat opportunity to have some conversations about things that it's not super commonplace anyways.
Yeah.
So this is when you start to kind of dig into the detail of that,
Oh, wow.
it's actually pretty impressive.
You got the reflection of his eyes. That's crazy.
Even right down to the furrowed brow.
And you can see the eyes shift when they're looking in different directions in the game. And it's pretty amazing. I'm thoroughly pleased with how that gaming engine's helping out.
Absolutely.
Really cool.
Yeah, we're looking forward to getting it out there. I'm excited, man. Every day a little bit of progress. Hopefully our Indiegogo campaign goes well. We can kind of speed that process up a little bit. Integrate some more of our medical professionals. Potentially look to our friends over at the VA, where I think we can make a real big splash on some of the things that are used to assess and treat the types of afflictions, I'll call them,
Wow.
that we're aiming for here.
I'd like to get a prescription to play some video games.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
That'd be pretty rad.
It sounds awesome. I mean, can you imagine
Yeah.
that? That's
Get a
gonna be
computer on your insurance and stuff, you know?
absolutely, man.
Yeah.
That's where the technology is going to end up trending in
Why
some
not?
of these like telehealth opportunities that are coming
Sure.
around. Everybody's leveraging all these new technologies to really provide individual responses to
Agreed.
problems.
Awesome.
Really neat.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm
Look
excited, man.
forward to getting this thing out there.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I
Shout.
don't know, man. I don't want to play again because I might get shot.
Armando, you're awfully quiet over there.
I'm enjoying the website. I've never really been
Yeah.
perusing it.
Oh.
I like
Yeah,
it.
looking forward to getting some early gameplay in there so we get some footage. It's a ship out to the public, kind of let you get a taste of what we're looking at. I just really can't say enough about Unity and the ability to develop inside of it. It's super good, man.
That's awesome.
It's exciting.
That is awesome.
Woo, woo, woo.
And on the other front for Warrior, like I said, it's been an interesting week, man. Busy, but we're hoping that some of the people we're talking to jump in with us, and some of the things that we're working on right now come to fruition. We can't really see too
Right.
much about them, but been an exciting week for sure.
Sounds like it.
We
Yeah,
will. We'll let everybody know all of that neat stuff as soon as the opportunity presents itself. It's kind of challenging to pin some of this stuff down, but as soon as we get all of the documentation done and across the line, we can bring it to the forefront.
Right on.
In the coming weeks, hopefully you'll
Yeah.
see a Warrior Hour with at least a couple of our game characters on there. We'll let them tell their stories, discuss kind of what this thing is about for them from the character side of town. The more the merrier on that one. That's going to be a good episode. I'm looking
Right.
forward to it a lot.
As the game starts to take on a little bit more of a life of its own, some of this content will get pulled to a different space, so we can still bring you the quality or content that you're used to knowing, loving, and enjoying here on the Warrior Hour. And some of those opportunities will be shared across the socials, so just stay tuned, and we'll blast out all of the additional opportunities to consume some of that content if you're interested.
I'll tell you
Good
what,
night.
I've been quiet tonight. I'm going through Slack right now looking at man, it's super, super cool, man. I was pretty excited about Osiris Protocol, and I know that was it started as a little more makeshift, trying to get all that stuff together. But this stuff and again, I'm still proud of Osiris, but OP, but this is incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's like you can't take your eyes off it, man. It's sexy. Get this fucker out.
Hopefully next week we'll have a good guest for you when we pop
Nice.
back into the Warrior Hour.
We can bring EKE back to life here pretty quick.
Yeah,
I'd like to.
just so I can, what do they call that? Respawning? Is that what they call it? Spawning? Respawning.
Oh boy.
I'm
They get
learning.
respawn.
I'm learning lingo, man.
We look forward to the respawning of E EKE.
Trust me, man. If I could abuse the old up, down, left, right, BA start, I will. Can we put that in there? Can that still be a thing?
Yeah, why not?
We call it the EKE code.
I mean, we
I
still
like
have the EK. I mean, EKE never dies. He just you can kill
Wait,
him,
what?
but you can kill him, but he never dies.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
Because it keeps respawning.
Because he keeps respawning.
What do I do?
You kill him, but he's never
Yeah, man,
really
here,
dead because he
here,
respawns. So
here.
you're never really dead if you respawn. Yeah,
You
you
guys want
can
to
be
keep making
killed.
fun of me, man? Here, you guys want to go at me with Contra? Altered Beast. I'll throw down on those games, man.
Double drag.
Power up. Put
Double
power
Dragon, yes. Oh,
Ooh, Double Dragon.
that game
That
was my
my
jam.
jam. Yeah.
Love Double J.
Double Dragon. I remember when I got that. Man, I was
There was a Double Dragon
That sounds like
chess game that you were like in a school and you can like pick up. Oh, what was that game? It was like
I don't know about that. I remember Double Dragon, the original game. That I know. I remember
Go
Bad
ahead.
Dudes. Remember that one?
this feels
Narc.
like the appropriate place to kind of put a pin in the show for the week. We'll pick it back up next week.
I think so.
All right.
With that being said,
A pin
that
in the show,
episode 64 in the books.
I guess.
Warriors, thank you. Sorry for the little technical difficulty we were having.
Yeah, man.
We're back, but we're back.
We're back.
We made it back. We're all good.
You'll catch us on the rebound anyway.
Exactly. For the billions and trillions that will be watching us on both links or one link, whatever we have up there, we thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Check out with them .vet or .com.
Co.
No, what was the other
.co.
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 CO.
Oh, just look at my screen. CO. Check it
Show.
out.
See you
We
next
will be
week on
very
Warrior Hour.
impressed. And we will see you next week. Yes, Sean, Lucas, Jimmy, Eric, thank you. It looked like a middle finger for a half second, but thank you, Jimmy. Take care, y'all. Peace.
See ya.
Later.